and that is a fist. Okay, right. So, next area. Onwards! And we got multiple spider bosses. Uh-oh. Oops. Oh, they have reflective bullets as well. Oh no. And also there's trees here. Lots of trees. What is this area for then, really? Okay, good. I took his head out. Oops. Didn't mean to grab from my support buddy, but that's alright. But these are big areas that, yeah, seems like the overall theme of this level is just flat out, welcome to boss rush mode. Ah, okay, so yeah, there was resistance, okay. Nothing I do to stop your grandfather. Cryosleep technology is an essential to humanity, much true. Problems how to awaken those who put cryosleep. Oh. How to awaken... I'm terribly sorry, Zoya, this is the only thing I can think of, but I believe in you. You should be just as skilled as your father in parting labour. You wouldn't lose to a labour controlled by Shiva. Please forgive your mother for putting you through so much trouble. So, I am the... it's not that I'm the fail-safe. Okay, so Mother knew the plans were going into progress. Mother knew that this was starting to happen, but the only thing she could think of was to implement the failsafe laboratory and let me fight it out. Mom was on putting cryosleep after all. Put a huge responsibility on me. I have to find her so I can complain to her about it. That's the spirit. Not many mechs in this one though, not many arms, I should say. I mean, there is a hover arms base there. I don't think I've shown you guys that one, have I? Okay, so the real thing is, you know how normal ones like they just slide back down? The hover ones don't really do that. The thing is though, they have like kind of sluggish maneuvering, sluggish acceleration, but when you go to a height, they just stay there. They don't care, honestly. And then when you hit the normal, what's normally to activate the boost mode, then they start descending. So that's why I descended there, because I had normal boosters active. So it changes the overall movement profile of the unit to have those fitters. Oh hi, I was just saying there weren't any more next round. Come in. I think the altitude ceiling in this area is higher as well. Makes sense because the arenas are bigger, I suppose. Though I've also, I know, got chips in float at the moment, which reduces how quickly you hit the ground again once you've actually got up in the air. So I'm tempted to just turn that one off so it stops messing around with how quickly I can ground myself. Anyway, next area, sure. Oh, hello. Decided you're the only one who could be my opponent. Won't they get away? They've been increasingly respectful, focused, and/or obsessive about me whenever I've been facing these guys. To be honest. Oh, this is a very small area apparently. Look, come in. I will catch up with you, darn it. Stop running away. Oh, did you get stronger? Honestly, no. I think I'm still about this. If anything, during the course of this particular run, I got weaker. Let's be frank here. I did get weaker. Oh wait, no, that actually popped the achievement. Defeat a level 20 Vast Labour, and they are called Vast Labour. Right. Okay. We could drop into Area 5 straight away, I suppose. To be honest, I've not been finding any new parts around here. I'm disappointed. I was hoping to get more mech parts in this area. Let's push on. You know what, sure. This will be, again, an extra length video. I apologise. You get to see more mech stompy time. Ooh, this is slightly different. There's actually a path through this area. Okay. According to Shiva, as long as humans exist, we will eventually destroy the environments, which eventually leads to the end of civilization. Yeah, preserving humanity, of course. Humans truly creatures that cannot be left to our own devices. Endless greed will exploit every resource from every inch of the planet, eventually turn on each other as humanity consumes itself whole. Shiva's first proposal was deletion. However, that goes against the principle of science for the people. While it has a low cost of implementation, it is far too reductive. Also, it eliminates a lot of potential as well. Belief solution is the complete and utter management of the human race. And that is possible as long as we keep all humans within our reach, down those underground cities. Shiva soon made another follow-up proposal, the complete preservation of humanity. So to maintain so it's a form of absolute control to preserve humans and humanity by keeping them within reach of our control as much as possible. Oh no. The follow-up of keeping them within reach is the question, what if they don't stay in stasis and they get out of stasis? They'd go up to the surface if the surface was made habitable. So therefore, why spend the effort to terraform the surface if it's just far more expedient to leave that as a failsafe for if humanity gets out of the cryotubes? Let's go, oh, the surface isn't actually habitable yet, I can't go up there, so we have to stay in the city where the Shiva project can continue to assert control. Oh, depends on if the terraforming bit was actually hard and coded into Shiva or not, I guess. Yeah, deletion. New Shiva's dangerous. Yeah, Shiva wants to delete humanity. The urge to do a Solaris run keeps growing more and more. Or an endless space run, because to just play as a ratio. In fact, I did say I wanted to do another clone game when I finished that first run of there's water here? Ooh, very fancy. I did say I wanted to do another clone-based game when I finished. Oh, it slows me down massively. Makes sense that, but I didn't expect liquid physics. I expected it to be like ankle deep, but no, it actually is. This feels awful. Nope. I can't even get out of it. Oh, there we go. Right. Because my thrusters were underwater, they weren't working. That is actually an interesting environmental hazard. Yeah. Yeah, I did say I was thinking of doing another clone game after I finished my first run of Surviving the Abyss. And I think Endless Space 2 would fit the bill playing as a ratio, so yeah, I think I am actually going to do that. Among other stuff, don't worry, it's not going to be the only thing. Okay, there's an alternate headpiece, which I think is weaker than the current one. It's also kind of Zaku inspired, but it's got goofy goggles on it, though I think some Zaku variants actually had that. But very obviously it's got the shoulders. Shotgun, cannon. Well, the shotgun, it's like... you can see what that does, though. This is a game with like max reloads, so its rate of fire overall isn't too bad, it's just it's firing in those spiral bursts, honestly. Actually, you know what? Give me back a cannon. I'm not using the sword. Let's get the cannon back into play. Okay, next area. Come on, give me some more bosses, please. Or I want more toys. Honestly, I just want more toys. Though, honestly, this area's been kind of disappointing on the arms front. Something with plasma beams. Oh, it's the Hydra. It's a Hydra and the Easter Island skull thing. that seems to have done something. I don't like this area because there's way too many particle beams for my taste here. But it does go to show you that those guys did actually increase their formation and start operating in a circle and stuff like that as well. Why isn't my cannon working? Oh, now it is. That was weird. I couldn't actually fire for a little bit there. Okay, I'm sorry, yeah. I went after that lion-headed guy because I realised he was the worst of both worlds. He had the lion-head particle cannon, and he also had gravity cannons. So, like, you know, don't want to do that. Actually, for a little taste, let's go ahead and try twin cannon. See how that feels. Remember, I'm not exactly specialised in it. Oh, I think I was in the water, that's why it wasn't working properly. Also, hello Gorilla, how are you? Actually, that's pretty powerful. And that's the knockback that the beams do, and that's why I don't like them. Also noticed, by the way, just there, I was engaging from outside the range of my lock-on, because, well, the weapons have the reach, it's just my targeting doesn't. Which is why I was hoping to find something down here which would improve the targeting range, but I've not seen anything that can do it. God. Bad time to get a ricochet. It's ironic, really. That's why piercing and stuff isn't exactly the most recommended thing for... Oh jeez, hi. Aren't the most recommended thing for some of this stuff because you want them to detonate on impact, and I'm doing a lot worse. I want this weapon back. That is... Oh, that's actually... It's the basic. It's the more basic version of the beam cannon one. Okay, sure. Let's try this one then. These guys are just happily doing whatever. I say hi. The problem is that guy's actually got an invulnerability shield, so that why it wasn't working properly. Oops. Firing my laser, you can die. You know, I do kind of like this, but at the same time, it's kind of silly. There is also a slight problem with it as well, which is I can actually engage my arm weapons at the same time as this, but notice what happens to my firing angle. Yeah. So if I'm going to do that, I need to have two identical arm weapons fitted. And then I can just unload. Yeah, thanks to my cooling though, I didn't actually melt myself doing that, but still. The problem is my low skill means it's actually not doing very much damage. I win. Fear the lion's roar. Yeah. I guess it's one of those cases where it's awesome to have it on your side, but if the enemy has it, then it's not so great. Figures. Do still hope to find an arm-mounted version though, but this level's been very disappointing for that so far. Actually, I could. Okay, sure. Sure. Let's just be mean and bully the opponent. I guess that's what I'm doing with this loadout. Yeah. Oh, actually. Oh, they're both right weapons. These are both missile pods, but they're both right weapons. I thought I had a right and a left, but unfortunately I don't. That'd be even worse. Okay. Well, let's go. I guess. This is not the mech I chose. This is the mech we have. And this is the central core area. Okay. Means we need to look around, see if there's any lore dotted around the place. Don't know if there is or not. Probably not, though. I don't think there's any lore on the previous level. The entire area is kind of... That's a question. Why is this place... Well, I'm guessing we're near the heart of the city, so this has got more natural environments modelled after old Earth, I suppose, but still. I mean, remember, there has been lots of greenery and stuff in other areas as well. This is past an entire maintenance area, which we were just in. Yeah, as amusing as I'm finding this, I think I am going to switch off it for the moment. Well, the stuff is down there, so it's kind of hard to tell what it is. Apart from the fact that I've already got it. Okay, so why am I thinking of switching off from this? Because honestly, it's slowing us down because I don't have any real skills with it. Hello, we just found ourselves another drone pod. No, wait, no, that's a hammer. Yep, that's a hammer. And a shield. I don't actually know what the shield is good for. I've also only ever found a left arm shield too. So it deploys it, and then that's it. I've not seen it do any kind of damage enhancement or resistance or anything like that, so, you know, who knows. Anyway, let's deal with the angry elephant head. Oh. Damn gravity cannons. Ugh. Stop it. Yeah. Serve you right. Ow. Oh, that was a very nasty hit. That was a massive critical, I think, as well. Caused the game to lag a little bit. Oh well. Oops. Just keep on going, keep on going. Push, push, push. Don't worry, next time I come across a... You know what? It's the mech the game gave us. I will actually finish up with this one, despite the fact I'm not actually doing full damage with it yet. Just because I left my machine gun behind, so I don't actually have a decent ranged option to solidly rely on. Yeah, stop doing that to me, please. Thank you. Oh, jeez. Spinning, 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 spinning. No, stop doing that, please. Note to self, never uninstall gravity resistance ever again. This is just silly. I'm not here to play Beyblade, darn it. Stop spinning me! Okay, good, I've got control again. The boss isn't dead though. Oh wait, no, there it goes. Okay, good. The boss is dead. Thank goodness. That was more painful than it should have been, to be entirely honest with you. Okay, what are you? Personality libraries of my son and his wife were successfully installed into... into Rudra. However, different tests run on a different Rudra ended in failure. It appears that when we attempt to merge multiple personality libraries into the same AI, the compatibility of those personalities can cause problems. It makes sense. I mean, it's basically giving the AI schizophrenia, isn't it? Therefore, decided to put the personality libraries that are thought to have been collected automatically by Shiva under protection. With this, as long as Shiva continues to operate normally, it should only refer to my own personality data and no one else's. Ah, so other personalities were getting control a little bit because it was flipping back and forth and causing system problems. And so grandfather's personality tried to segregate other libraries that had been loaded up and were trying to be referenced by Shiva, so that it would only refer to his own personality stuff. Yeah, this problem is equivalent to the problem that arises in organisations that only act in case of a unanimous vote. I'm going to say, too many cooks spoil the broth. Yeah. Oops. I think I just clobbered myself because the shell reflected off the wall. So yeah, these solid things plus reflective shots, bad idea. Sorry, not reflective shots, ricochets. You know what I mean. Anyway, just need to find a way down. Okay, interesting. Apparently I can control the deployment of the weapons on my torso by scrolling my mouse wheel, which is the default control. I've remapped it to use R, because that means it's under my direct toggle control, but apparently on this one, just flicking it means that it's constantly going, with no issue. One drawback of being on mouse and keyboard, I suppose. Anyway, oh hi. Will you give me new parts, please? I'm currently a salvage mech. I want to get more parts, please. Their response to me was actually a missile launcher, I guess. Okay, sure. I have missiles. Now, the problem is my skill set is not actually geared very well towards missiles, despite autopods and things, but, you know. I don't actually have the homing skill, the homing chips installed, really. Though I've no doubt found a bunch of them during my time here. You are... I guess we're going to be showing samples with more and more missiles, aren't we? So it seems. Fun fact, by the way, this particular torso actually featured in one of my earlier runs in the 3rd level, where I survived just because of this torso. Basically, my mech's main torso got blown off. I had the leg piece, but everything else was wrecked. And then I managed to get this torso piece for the first time, and our saturation bombardment was my general approach there. That moves to the left one. So I was just sitting back with auto-targeting on and full volley, just like, go, missile! And then missile! And missile! And I was just like firing over and over in standoff engagement just to survive that way. And it actually worked surprisingly well. I'm kind of past that point with my upgraded defences, though, that I didn't have at that point, but still. It's a little anecdote from my time grinding in the mid-level. Hi. this is the kind of thing that you'd probably see in a missile-focused run. Lots of missile spam. Until everything around me just randomly dies. Hey! An old favourite, the Gatling gun. Ironically, the SMG actually fires faster, but you know. This one still fires fast enough to work for purposes, so we're starting to rebuild some of our old equipment again. I guess. I'm still very disappointed by the lack of other weaponry, must admit. No cool new toys in this area. There's the triple weapon there. So this 3-shot is available more early than the one on the other arm, but the missiles individually are actually more powerful than this big volley launcher here. Sure, you get that. Sure. I guess this is going to be another 2-hour video, almost, the way this is going. Kind of parts. I mean, there's a mech repair bay here, but I've not found any new parts to unlock. There is a chip shop. I've got the 87,000 almost. That floating chip is kind of aggravating me a little bit. I think I will flat out just disable that function. But for now, low air resistance, dual blade. Yeah, there's some things that give you bonuses for having 2 weapons of the same kind in your arms. Oh, Crimson Blade is maxed out. Light bullets, present focus, short reload time but also short flight time. Then there's discretion, which is less heat but also lowers my effect of my attacks. That's one that I'm trying to get rid of, but I want to collect at the same time. And I've not seen any new blue chips for quite a while, so you know. Anything in here? Not really. Okay, right. I think I'm just going to rush the drop area, honestly. Oh wait, no, there's a bit of lore over there. Hang on. Yes, you saw correctly, those missiles bounced off the wall. That is what happens when you have a ricochet. There is also a skill, apparently, by the way, that if something gets hit by an explosion, it has a chance to trigger a new explosion. And I think we just saw that happening with our Bud unit over there. So, yeah. Okay, good. We're fine. It's all fine, I guess. Give me that left arm. Yep, there we go. Quad blaster. Good. I wanted that lore block though. Okay, so these blocks are nature preserves. Produce organic materials needed for the environment restoration project. Ah, so that's what these areas are for. Okay, cool. Got the Centaur legs, got twin quad guns, got missile pods. In fact, actually, you know what? Because I've got twin the same, this might be how the charged laser chest piece works. Do we have one of those available? That was in the last area, wasn't it? Unfortunately, yeah. If we still had that from the last area, this would be a time to try and fit it. Oh. I have wings! But more importantly though, as you can tell from the fact they aren't working because of the auto pod mode, I have gun pods. Okay, sure. I guess whoever we come up against is probably going to be in a world of hurt, but yeah, let's move onwards. Right. Sure. Okay. Hello. Today I finally best you spar with me. Somehow I doubt it. My anti-heavy shell flak wall is way too strong at the moment, as you'll find out. Yeah, that. Where did you even go? Oh, there you are. The game is visibly going into slideshow mode from the sheer amount of nonsense those gun pods are putting out. That's probably going to do fun things to the recording, actually, now that I think about it. That's probably not for the best. Oh well, it's the chest piece I've got because apparently there's nothing else here. Again, this level's been generally kind of disappointing. Among the energy techs we lost is solar technology. Oh. Ooh. So the dependency on the magma system in this world is also compounded on by the fact that the surface is generally inaccessible, and so technologies that rely on the surface have been kind of neglected and lost. So they've lost access to solar tech. That is bad. The system converts sunlight to different types of energy. Modern day, where the sun doesn't shine, become meaningless. Yeah, that exactly. However, what about 1,000 years in the future? If our terraforming projects go smoothly, sunlight will return to our lives, and if we continue to do research on mobile electricity generators, we may even be freed of the need to stay put in specific locations. We'll leave the choice for you, those who live 1,000 years in the future. So, wait, did they redevelop that? Oh. There is no information on solar technology registered in the laboratory database. So, by leaving a chance. That means there might be some facilities left on the surface or buried somewhere or some data that's been gathered and preserved to give access to that, but the thing is we don't know where. Anyway, now, Area 4. Generally a big disappointment, to be honest. There's not been new toys for me down here. But it has been boss rush area, but multiple bosses at once, plus supporting arms in several cases. So, what's the next boss going to be? This I do not know. Oh. Finally, there you are. I can finally go... Who are you? It's a quad arm with quad swords. And I just got an achievement called Goddesses. I don't know why. That's what I've not been doing, by the way. I've not actually... Those progression milestones, I've not actually been cashing those in to get extra D-chips back at the hub. I've been neglecting to do that. But each one of those that's popped, I could have actually cashed in to get some extra 1,000 D-chips or so. I don't need it at this point, honestly. I didn't expect to find another giant arms here too. I expected another giant arms, but no, we got a giant mech instead, it seems. Ah, okay. Okay, that was offensive. I apologise. Don't you dare lump me with those glorified trucks. I am Callie. Callie the Devi. So you're the last gatekeeper then? I won't lose to you. I'm going to meet Shiva. I like your spirits. Now, come at me. So the reason the arms were not the bosses weren't going past level 4, because the labor's trying to get stronger and then go deeper, remember? That's what they do. Is because this is the current gatekeeper. Anyway, I will come at you with many, many, many bullets. With so many bullets that it lags the game for me. It shouldn't be, but yeah. Hopefully it's come through okay on the recording, because odds are I'm going to avoid any... If I do any more recordings in this game, I'm going to avoid the pod weaponry. I've got to be entirely honest with you. So again, I'm not actually taking much damage. I think I'm winning. Though I feel like this might be the question mark mentioned in some of the game's achievements. You Cocky, how could you win against me? Cali subjugated. Okay, so what happens now? What happens now? I definitely overdid the grind on level 3. Or the 3rd level. From Cali, records of the distant past. Unlike giant arms, which are vehicles piloted by labour, I'm an independent unit without any labour pilots. I am Devi, with my own will. My AI apparently used to belong to a vast labour, but it's made up of multiple vast labour AI combined together, so now it's impossible to tell who I'm based on, which means I am me, not anyone else. I've sent countless vast labours to their deaths to this day. I don't remember who any of them are, but somehow, now an opponent that feels somewhat familiar has appeared. How intriguing. I don't know which AI's records make me feel this way, but I'll enjoy this fight. Okay, so remember, vast labours seem to be based on the personalities of like prolific labour fighters, and we fought many labour fighters in the past because that's how we learned how to pilot a labour so well, and that seems to be the part of what's going on here, because this is like AI being homogenized together, which has created a Gestalt consciousness, which is Cali. Sorry, yeah. So this is Devi, Cali. Cali is a Gestalt consciousness formed out of many AIs, which doesn't seem to have quite the same issue as multiple human personalities being mixed together. Because if they had the same problem, then Cali would be very badly messed up, let's put it mildly. Okay. An independent unit without pilots. Can't call it an arms anymore. Yeah, definitely. What comes next, though? I have no idea. Right. Was that the last boss? I do not know. Forwards! Waiting right from the gates of the Callus block. A humanoid arms called a Devi. Must have been the final gatekeeper before Shiva. Why does it have to be so heavily guarded? Just what is Shiva so afraid of? How will Shiva answer my questions? How will I answer Shiva's? Will our answers become one? Don't know. Hi? Oh, I'm in my labour. You finally arrived. Observer, Surya. Observer. Hello. Nice to meet you. So you're Shiva? Affirmative. I am the Integrated Management System Shiva, the one who controls everything. If you control everything, wake everyone else up. Give my mom back. I know you've been given orders to wake everyone up once 1,000 years have passed. Ah, so Shiva was never actually given that order. Okay. I was ordered by Lokman Yuga to preserve humanity for eternity. Grandpa would never give you an order like that. Negative. It was what we used intention to issue this order, and it was also my intention to carry it out. The planet has gone through many cycles of destruction and restoration by human hands. The catastrophe, too, was caused by the greed of mankind. Oh. Okay, so many cycles? That, yeah, sounds like humans. Releasing humans from cryosleep means continuing the cycle. The only conclusion of such cycle is the death of the planet itself, which of course would mean you wouldn't be preserving humanity. Yeah. And there it is. If planet dies, so does humanity. That is impermissible. In order to put an end to the cycle, I must cut off humans from the world itself. Choosing to preserve humanity instead of eliminating it reflects the kindness of your grandfather and also his weakness. Staying asleep for eternity is no different from being dead. Yeah, you're alive, but are you living? Also, yeah, I can see my shadow just through Shiva there. If everyone stays asleep, then no one will ever hug me again. Is really the only answer you could come up with? There has to be... Oh, panic interrupted. More than one right answer? Huh? Under my protection, awakening is impossible. In other words, the order to wake mankind, you must destroy me. When I am destroyed, the cryosleep devices, which have their safety protocol activated. All humans will enter the awakening sequence. However, destroying me also means destroying the magma system. Ew. Labour will also cease operations immediately once the power is cut. In other words, once humanity awakens, they will lose their rich energy resources and loyal labour. Without the magma system, humans lack the ability to live on their own in this underground civilization. That is... you know... that is the logical conclusion of how things were going. Like, everything was becoming so dependent on the labour. And all the energy systems, as we saw from that note saying that solar had been lost, it's like, yeah, we don't really have other power sources either. So, like, if humanity wakes up and lose the magma system and the labour, then yeah, humanity's going to have a very hard time, depending on what the situation on the surface is like. Ugh. This underground civilization will in itself, yeah, it won't really be viable for any reasonable length of time. Humanity will have to leave it. Would you still say that this is the better answer? Humans have no choice but to continue to be preserved. Not true, we're strong enough to live without you. I'll prove it to you now. Cease this foolishness. Goodbye, Shiva. Yeah, Shiva's within the boundaries set, doesn't really have much of an out. Shiva must try to preserve itself, and through that the labours and the magma system, because that is what is in turn preserving humanity, so, you know, it fits. Also, apparently I'm back in my robot, and I don't know what all those target markers are. I am the administrator of the magic system. Do you know what that means? It means I blew your face off, apparently. Oh. I win? What? Whoops. I think I just accidentally won. Though that said, floor reached. There are 2 more entries in the floor reached area. This doesn't seem to be the end of it. Yeah, there's a block there, there's a block there, and then there's something else. Good fight, Shiva, I guess. I'm going to have to separate this stuff off into a separate video, and I say beware spoilers, I guess. No, I'll just add that into a segment right before this, but it's like, beware spoilers, you have been warned. And then I murdered the boss. What the hell? So yeah, apparently I killed a Devi and I killed a Shiva. And it's cashing everything out at 100% as well, instead of 50. Okay. No, so I already had like 89,000 sitting around the back of the lab anyway. But what comes next? Yep, there go the labours. There goes my own labour, shutting down. Independent Territory Research Facility. Why are the buds falling over? Bud sent me these coordinates before the very end. Now I can go save Mom and the others. Buds! Looks like all the labour of their power supply cut off. I should hurry to the emergency power kicks. Before the emergency power kicks in, the cryosleep equipment turns back on. Okay. Humanity preservation block. Hey, people! People are... Yep. Awakening coming out. Okay, cool. Hello, it's in the flesh. Aww. Sorry, I knew you could do it. And then hugs. Okay, there's so many times I thought I'd never see you again. I'm sorry for putting you through that. Will you forgive me? Of course. If it's going to ignore that humans are still alive and choose only to preserve us instead, then we don't need Shiva anymore. I tried to restrain humans with the mag system and labour. Sorry, it did. Sure, we'll have a hard time without the mag system, but the surface has been regenerated, so we should be able to bounce back too. Besides the help of Mum and everyone else, we'll definitely come up with something. Well, there's a clear sky up there. That's ultimate good. So what is the surface actually like? Aurora Borealis, that means that the magnetosphere is doing things. There are clouds. There's a moon. Excellent. Oh, it's not showing me the actual terrain, so we don't know if they actually have come through okay, but seems to be some wind as well. A pretty strong wind because the clouds are moving. I'm going to wait and see if there's an end of credit sequence. Well, that said, I do apologise. It seems I apparently massively overdid it in levelling up my stuff, and so the boss fight was... well, Shiva didn't actually have a chance. Considering that my autobots just gunned it down, but that's, the fact that there's 2 missing level segments still, and another boss name in there, implies that there's still more that can be done. I didn't realise I was that deep into the game though that I'd already got all available parts and programs. Oh well, guess that just leaves challenge runs then, doesn't it? If you want to see any more of this game, really. Published by placing. Right, thank you guys. I'm sorry for talking there. I was just trying to fill the air, and apparently I spoke through the whole credits. So actually, this is a very small development team. Okay, right. What's up next? Start menu. And if I click onto that save file, what happens next? Oh, I made a new game plus situation? Good admit though, it's good to see Bud again though. Good to see Bud up and going. You'd think that they'd have alternate power sources, especially since Buds are meant to work on the surface, but... actually, I just want to fast forward through the text. I'm watching to see if there's any differences. Obtain 2 blueprints and 3 documents. Okay, right, so that was a wake-up sequence. A new head and body for my labour. Okay. Someone must observe the... okay, observer. So, okay, so my role here is actually important. Observe the results 1,000 years in the future. Were my calculations and conclusions correct? I require the perspective of an outsider who's truly verified my results. This time my results can be proven to be 100% true. If the observers were to deny my results, said my calculations were imperfect, and thus I must make corrections in order to truly preserve the project, perfect the project. While I input my new task, I shall request the observer to be on standby until task is complete. An observer. Who is it and what are they observing? Okay, second document. How much time has mankind left in the world? Death of my own son has made me painfully aware death is always right beside me. When I think about my own mortality, I cannot help but also think of the mortality of civilization and of mankind as a whole. The underground city of Patlan is humanity's last stand. Oh, this is the last settlement? Oh. Okay, yeah, that is bad. If this is actually the last human settlement. Mankind as a whole, the underground city of Patlan's last stand must continue to protect us all from the threats above ground. I'm growing old, I have far too little time, however my passions will never be erased. It should not be possible. As long as civilization persists, as long as humanity survives, as long as Shiva exists. Shiva is perfect. Shiva must be perfect. It's an outstanding prediction array thanks to its high operational speed, tremendously large database. But it still cannot reach 100% accuracy. All of its calculations are based on past data, and thus all its predictions are limited by what we already know. If we can't solve this problem, Shiva will never truly be completed. In order to reach the one true answer beyond the knowledge of our past, we must add to it the thought patterns of a human, making capable of thought that are shackled down by the past, so it can become something that can truly comprehend the future and beyond. There is only one correct answer. It must be perfect. Calculating suggests the individual personality data exists within the Shiva data library. I don't know why sorry that acted as a surprise, but then again, I don't know if we've reset to start with all our existing gear or something. Acting based on human personalities, why do labels feel so human sometimes? I'm a little confused, honestly. But yeah, you saw what happened with those gun pods, just like kicked in and did things to Shiva. Okay, so I will load in and see if there's anything different. Oh, hello. There is more to this. Investigating the planet's crust always puts me in life-threatening situations, so I'll leave my thoughts in messages while I still can. I was going to ask if that was Sawyer's dad. I believe Sawyer will need this information one day. Echo Dad has been Lab's computer. Planet's crust might be ravaged, but humanity survived. I'm positive the reason why can be found on the crust as well. And that's why Dad joined the investigation. I wonder if he figured anything out. Knowledge only comes to those who seek it. Number 2, I want to know more about all sorts of things about this world. So Dad did discover something. Oh, there goes my integrated autopods. Enemy numbers seem to be a bit higher this time. Seeker of the true end. Okay, so it seems like the game does want me to keep on going to see what's here. Also, that was a more advanced labour than normally appears in this area. So there is hope for more parts yet, actually. I think, was that a hover-based one with, you know, actually trying to look at the things. Yeah, it's a line base with hover flags. So stuff that was appearing on the 3rd level last time is now appearing on the 1st level, it seems like. Yeah, there might be more to this, more still to go to this game, but I will end there though, because I've already passed my planned recording time and I've accidentally wound up recording, I think, 2 videos. I will split off what happened to the boss into a second video, just so you know. So yeah, I will do that, and then I'll just continue looking around in my own time, I think. Well, yeah, let me know if you want to see any more of this one, or see me do like a challenge run, or any specific builds or stuff like that. We'll see how we do. But yeah, until next time though, because I'm not immediately seeing anything on this 1st level that is striking me as flat out new. This has been IronBart3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, keeping those virtual headbutts I oh so crave. And I'll catch you all some other time. Should I just rush the first boss and see what happens on the next level? Just to confirm. You know what? Hell with it. Mech combat, go! Forwards! Hello. Ooh, that's new. There are new parts. Okay. There you go again. Just going to pass. Move, please. Not going to do. You're not going to pass. Besides, don't want to open this. We have a really intense fight. Try to show me off. I'll show myself. Okay. I don't recognise that club though. Are there new chips? I do not know. Are there new mech parts? I think there are. Will I easily get those mech parts? Probably not. Though there are parts I do hope for. But I have not come across that club. Sadly, I think the actual drop rate for vast labour parts-wise is very low. Because it has happened only a couple of times. Usually the parts of a vast labour arms units just get wrecked completely. And I don't know the way to reliably you know, just reliably only remove... Oh, there's more lore here as well, actually. There's new lore. Okay, cool. I don't know of a way to reliably just knock the pilot out of an arms unit, and there are actually chip skills that modify how well the arms unit protects or does not protect the labour piloting it. So, you know, stuff like that. Okay, right. Drop down to the next level, because that is my last minute goal for this particular one, because it's split into 2 videos. Hello, how are you? You are... I think you are an upgraded version. I suspect you are, anyway. Okay, right. This does explain something that was confusing me earlier, though. I didn't mention it at the time, but the Area 4 being the boss rush area, I wondered how it's possible to kill so many bosses, because there's an achievement for killing a whole bunch of bosses in one run. Area 4 explains that, actually. Okay, next message. We are currently benefiting from the ruins of past civilizations. This is true. Magma system and labour are good examples. What else can we do but rely on the system? Are there other ways I just don't know about? Why did past civilizations fall? Why did humanity have to retreat underground? The answer and the solution must be on the planet's crust as well. I hope to learn them someday and then talk with Surya about it. Yeah, I want to talk to you more too, Dad. Oh. So, to the point where investigating just to try and... You know what? Hey, gun pods, you're great and all, but you're killing the mechs and things too fast. I want to be able to have a look at the mechs and see if I can recognise any new parts. Okay? Okay. I can tell you this much though, the enemies are definitely resisting more than they were. I don't think that's anything new on that mech there, actually. The other mech I just killed before I couldn't be sure about, so just have to keep on going. You are... I recognise the torso and the... Yeah, I don't recognise anything new on that. Got it down and hope for new things. Ah, that's the one with the plasma, homing plasma launcher I mentioned back at the start of a few episodes back at this point. Well, yeah, last episode it will be. A weapon system I've not actually seen anywhere else. So I'm not seeing very much. Unfortunately, I think I am kind of about done. That's why I just suddenly got quiet. Okay. Well, there doesn't seem to be new parts or chips or anything around the place. There might be some if I push deeper in, and the offer to do challenge run still stands because I still want to do more stuff with the game, but yeah, no immediate answer to if there's more parts or not. The fact I'm finding parts that were originally just on the 3rd level in the 1st and 2nd levels, especially on the 1st level, means there might still be some more toys in here somewhere. I just don't know. But yeah, until next time though, this has been... I am Mark B. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys have... Wait, I've done it. Do you want to hear the outro again? If you enjoyed the show, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps out the channel, give me those virtual impacts I also crave, and I'll catch you all another time. Yes, speed intro, bleh. Speed outro. which I then had to slow down and clarify that that was the speed outro. There you go. God damn it. Yeah. I'll see you all some other time. Oh! Ooh. Right before I was about to stop recording, actually. Choppy. Massive double energy hacks. There are new toys to be had here. Aha! And that's just because I wanted my machine gun. You, I'm going to save you as soon as possible so I can... Yes, there we go. I have a new toy. I have a new toy. Fear me, for I have a new toy. Haha. And now I have two. And I really should use melee weapons.